Welcome back to the Capture Your Confidence podcast. We are talking about confidence in delegation today and why we don't have to do it all.
Dun, dun, dun. Raise your hand if you're a woman who has ever said to herself, I'll just do it myself.
Yes, it's easier. It's faster.
God, it is. And you know what? It's such a balance because I feel you. You're right. You are right. You will do it better. You can do it better. You're the best at it. Okay, honey. But quite frankly, you don't have time to do it all.
Yeah.
So can you give it to someone else?
Yes.
You
And
can.
because, you got to do the stuff that you're really good at, that only you can do. And even though you might be really good at, I don't know, folding the laundry or doing whatever, you really got to stay in your sweet spot. You got to delegate the other stuff. And you got to let people have a moment to shine themselves.
I think there is this lie that women believe that it's just too hard to get someone else up to speed to be able to pass it off.
Yeah. And I think you have been an excellent case study for this in the last handful of months.
I am trying my hardest.
Right. Because as your business has grown, you have had no choice but to rely on teammates.
And it's hard and it's definitely not linear. I mean, there are days that feel really good and there are days that I'm like, I got to take it all back for sure. There are absolutely, I want to be crystal clear. You don't decide to delegate and then not have blips or moments where it's not necessarily working well. You absolutely will. But I think you have to be committed to the direction of not owning everything.
Yeah.
And give people an opportunity to fix and do and take on things and clarify, right? Instead of just being like, I'm going to burn it all down and just pull everything back myself.
Yeah. What do you think makes delegation feel so hard?
Well, it's scary and control. I don't know about
Yeah.
you if you care about control the way I do, but like I only feel safe when I'm the one who's in charge of everything.
Yeah.
And so to me, allowing other people control over something is a direct hit to my safety. And I have to change that story, regulate my nervous system, allow myself to adopt a different narrative that like other people having control does not actually impair my safety.
Yeah.
Right. These are childhood things. If you are not realizing that everything is tying back to circumstances, like you wrong, baby child.
Yeah.
And I work really hard at this in therapy every single month because it is actively testing my like nervous system and my safety mechanism to allow other people to contribute to something, which ultimately is the thing that keeps my family safe.
Yeah.
So it is truly tied to my safety.
Yeah.
It might sound like it's just an admin task, but when those admin tasks don't go well and it inhibits whether or not somebody chooses to continue to work with you, then it does, right?
Yeah. And I think for some of us, I resonate with this idea that you can do it all. Like, so why wouldn't you? It's like a badge of honor. Like I can just, watch, I'll show you. I can fit in these 14 different tasks and do them and, feel great about it. And letting go of that is like almost making yourself think that you're incapable of doing it.
Yeah, I'll say that went away for me when I got so busy that I didn't have time to care anymore.
Yeah.
Like when I got so busy that I was working 80 hours a week, I did not care about whether or not I could do it all. I knew I could do it all. I had been doing it all.
Yeah.
I had no life, right?
Yeah.
And so in order for me to have a life, which I desired more than being talented, then I had to let that thing go, right?
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that because that shows kind of the cost benefit, right?
And a lot of people will never get to that place where they're just like so taxed that thing does not even freaking matter anymore,
Right. And I mean, short of getting there, right? You don't have to burn yourself out to have this realization, but just to have this general thought process that like, yeah, I can, but I'm making a choice not to so that I can gain all these other benefits.
And, sometimes I have to remind myself of the fact that when I delegate, I am allowing someone else an opportunity to build a skill, to rise, to have a job, like all of these things. I'm allowing someone else an opportunity, not giving up control over a thing that I feel like I need to own.
Yeah. And for your own leadership skills, I mean, even take this to the workplace. I see this so much. There are things that I see people around me, they, they don't have enough work to do, or they're not feeling challenged or fulfilled. And there's something that I wouldn't mind getting off my plate. And so I can offer it to them. And it's very subtle, but it's a way for me to work on my leadership skills, because then I'm getting to explain the activity. We check in and we talk about it, and then I offer feedback, and they're getting a new skill. And so this has happened a lot of the time in corporate America too, or, at the courthouse, where I then can say, oh, I actually am pretty good at running a project or running a team, because I've had all these micro moments of delegating in work and home and all these other places.
And I think one of the biggest issues for me in learning to delegate was that so much lived up here. So much lived in my head. And I felt like it was like the nooks and crannies of just like, well, yeah, but you can't do it this way because it's got to be this. And you can't say it this way because it's got to be this. And when you type it, it's got, you know what I'm saying? There's so many like little details because you haven't put it down in a process, which is, by the way, the most unsexy and unfun thing in the entire world to do. No one wants to do it. I hate it so much. So here's what I do. I film myself doing it and talking through the task.
Oh,
I film myself talking through all of the nuance, and leverage chat to write it up for you if you want. And then you can send the video and the written description to the team and let them run. Okay.
Yeah.
And so I'm not even taking it the second step of doing the chat. I'm delegating an assistant to do that. I'm literally just filming the video and I'm saying, here's the video of me explaining it. Please turn this into an SOP. Make sure that the team knows exactly what they need to do. Come back to me with questions. Like, time is money around here. So if I can't write down, if the idea of writing down how to delegate something is so laborious to you, talk it out. Voice memo at hell. I don't know.
Yeah, no, those are good ideas. What are some common mistakes that either you have made or you have seen made when you are kind of entering the space of delegation?
There's so many. Not being detail oriented enough, or forgetting the fact that you have empirical knowledge that other people don't have, is a really big one.
Yes. And I think you mentioned one too about taking a task back too quickly.
This is the one that I still white knuckle this, guys.
Yeah.
And I'm not perfect at it. I mean, I definitely have slips where I take things back. I'm just out of the nature of keeping clients happy. Right.
Yeah.
But I fight every day with myself on not just jumping in and doing it because I can do it faster. I'm available and I know the team has a lot on their plate.
Yeah.
Like, I work so hard at not taking tasks back, and it is very hard not to do that.
Good for you. What about micromanaging after you delegate?
Well, the nice thing about being so busy is that I don't really have time to micromanage. Although, I mean, there are definite moments. It's easy to micromanage in the beginning because you're afraid and you just want to double check and verify. Like, are you doing the thing?
Yeah.
And so my general philosophy is trust but verify across the board. Like, I've given you the task. I'm trusting that you're doing it. If it's not done in the time that I thought, did I communicate a deadline?
Yes.
If I didn't, can I verify, hey, where is this in your timeline so that I understand when it's coming through, right? That kind of a thing.
Yeah.
And in my world, things move so fast that often we are having to verify of like, oh, hey, I know I sent that to you. Let me know where you are with that thing, because we're moving 1,000 miles an hour and that's okay.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that's really important. And also to help people, know that people are not going to read your mind, right? I mean, have you ever been on the receiving end, like where you're the one where something is being delegated to and you're like, wait, there's so many gaps in the instruction you just gave me.
I have said this before on a podcast. I'll probably say it 150 times. If you send someone an email without it's just forwarding them something, shame on you, because they have no freaking idea what you wanted them to do with it, for it, whatever, right? Like, you have to give people context.
Yes.
They cannot read your mind. And listen, I want people to read my mind. It feels like the sexiest thing in the world to be seen and valued and have people anticipate your needs. But quite frankly, they're busy with their own lives and they can't do it anyway. And maybe just read your own damn mind. Like, maybe be that for yourself, because no one's going to be able to do it for you. No one else can give you that but you.
I mean, the day that Whitney is giving proper email etiquette on a podcast is,
welcome to 2026, the year of the horse. I do it right now.
I mean,
again, out of necessity. It's like I have been in previous, I would say maybe 4 years ago, I would be the kind of boss who would forward on something to my team without any context, assuming they could read my mind. Then what would happen is I would be frustrated that whatever they did or sent back to me wasn't what I wanted it to do. Well, Newsflash, Ladybug, you didn't tell them anything. You literally just forwarded it to them. That's not their problem. That's a your fault thing. And if you as a leader can't recognize that, we have work to do.
So how can we build confidence in delegation? If you've listened so far and you're like, yes, I do need to delegate some things, but I want to feel confident when I do it. What are some thoughts that we might have for them?
Yeah. One process that I've tried that's really been helpful for me is I first show you how it's done, then I watch you do it, and then you run on your own.
Yeah.
So in the beginning, where it's really building confidence for you, not the other person, that's a great way to train. I can't do that anymore because I don't have the time to do that. And now I have more confidence in being able to delegate. So the way that I've replaced that is like, let me film a video showing you how I do this. And then I've given it to you. And now I'm not going to sit and watch you do it, but I am going to have conversations with you about how it went. Do you have any other follow-up questions? If something I'm noticing is not the way I want it, I will give that feedback and then we'll move on, kind of a thing. But, you know, having a process that you follow and starting really small and working your way up to bigger tasks, really important.
Yes. And I also love this idea of delegating outcomes and not just tasks. So I always like to start with, here's the big picture. Here's like what we're trying to accomplish, big picture. And then kind of get more into the weeds, because I do find that if you just go directly into the weeds and someone does not know the bigger goal of what we're working towards, it can be tricky to decipher like what's important, what's not, what are we working towards? How does this play in the grand scheme of things?
Yeah, it's like if you give somebody a bunch of little tasks, but they don't understand in the ecosystem what they're important for or why they need to be doing it. I mean, think about when you were in a lower level position and you were doing things and you're like, why the hell am I doing this?
Yeah.
Like, what is this even for, you know?
Yes, absolutely. So as we are wrapping up, I think it's important to know that like we can't do it all. We shouldn't do it all. Like we shouldn't want to do it all.
I don't want to do any of it.
Right? And delegation can be your friend and a really important tool in your confidence journey.
Yeah, it really is, because it's going to test your trust in yourself.
Yeah.
And it's going to test your trust in others too. I mean, it's really, really hard, but I'm telling you, there is so much value to be learned when you can figure this out.
Yes. And you don't have to prove your worth through your exhaustion. Like that's not a thing we're doing in 2026.
She's done.
So don't do that.
All right. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.